Welcome once again. I am Opiate, and this is OP Gaming. Today we're playing the Riftbreaker from developers EXOR Studios. The Riftbreaker has us playing as Captain Ashley S. Nowak, an elite scientist / commando inside a powerful mecha suit. Without knowing anything about this game, piloting a mech suit has me on board. Now I started with the tutorial, although typically with anything new, I throw away the directions and try to figure out myself, which always works. So Captain Nowak is the pilot of this thing, and it's essentially an RTS. I get a ton of old school vibes of classics like Command & Conquer and StarCraft. I mean, they look exactly like the Zerg. It's as if instead of moving around a cursor, it's replaced with a mech suit. It's brilliant. And the mech suit of the game isn't really the shining star here. It's honestly just another survival clone. You go out, you kill things, upgrade things, repeat. But all of the upgrades are done through the RTS side, and it suddenly feels like another game altogether. I mean, I've played the FPS survival, the all-in-one survival, the dinosaur survival, the space survival. They're practically the same game. Sometimes it feels like every genre has to add in a version of survival just to fit in. Not that I'm pointing any fingers, of course. The actual game is fairly similar to the opening tutorial. We're sent on a one-way trip to the other end of the solar system to study life. And with the ultimate goal, of course, to build a way home. Seems easy enough. Deaths respawn you at the central hub as long as it's operational. Collect, build, upgrade, and manifest destiny. Or so I thought. I thought stepping into the actual campaign, it was going to be short like most RTS games. They typically hit around 10 to 12 hours, but thankfully I was wrong. There are upgrades you can make to your mech, from melee weapons to guns to defenses to resource gathering, upgrades you can make to your buildings, from better research rewards or general upgrades which attract the local hordes to come and greet you and give their thanks for your arrival and persistence, upgrades you can make to your defense surrounding your base, which all need to be properly powered by not only energy but ammo or missiles or fuel for the flamethrowers. All of these are brought to us by 3 skill trees. And seriously, these skill trees are fairly elaborate and are a delicate mix of the mech survival part and the RTS building research part. I hate to admit, but it's kind of fun to act like the military in Avatar, running through the wildlife, destroying everything in your path. But if it gets you down, later you can unlock a building that filters nonsense like sludge into water, and then another upgrade allows you to make a building that plants fauna. It's like they've thought of everything. And it doesn't stop there. Since you're trying to research this planet, it would be silly to focus on just one spot. Once you upgrade enough, gather enough, get really settled into things enough, you can jump to different points on the planet and start more research bases. Gather more rare minerals, open up more advanced research, and with any luck, finally forge that warp tunnel back to Earth. This game really shines in bringing these two genres together, and it's a breath of fresh air that I am truly grateful for. I mean, it kind of brings up a bigger question about how many genres can actually manage a crossover, or where we should draw the line and leave each one as their own thing. But I digress. Overall, I'd give this game a 9.5 out of 10. If I were to nitpick, which my friends and family love that it was one of my IRL attributes, autosaves, which I haven't figured out if I can turn it off or if it's even a possibility, stutter the game. It's really only an issue if there's a big attack on the base, but it could be possible that it's my old machine that's finally showing its age. But the real cramp in the muscle is the dialogue between the captain and the AI. It's awful. And it's not just that the AI sounds like Zordon from the Power Rangers, it's that most of it isn't really funny or interesting or even helpful. Unfortunately, sometimes you need to hear what they're saying because they offer direction towards certain goals that progress the story. but the other 95% of the time, it's just banter to fill in gaps of silence. The jokes miss, and sometimes even come off as slightly cringeworthy. Really though, it's just a tiny nuisance in an otherwise amazing adventure. Wandering around different parts of a planet, dealing with things like solar storms and radiation and meteor showers, all while reliving the wondrous RTS goodness. This game is one of the best I played this year, hands down. Down below you'll find all the links to all the things. Dev page, game page, background music, as well as my Twitch, in case you want to come by and reminisce with me about the glory days of strategy games. As always, I am Opiate. Thanks for stopping by.